So today we're going to talk about slow living, how to get more done by actually doing less. Coming up next. Hi everybody, my name is Dee Burks and this is Retirement Rescue, where we talk about how to make money, save money, and create a retirement from nothing. One of the biggest issues people have today, no matter if they're in the workforce, semi-retired, retired, is the idea that we have to continue to go at an incredible pace. We got to get up, we got to go, we got to do, we got to be, and we don't. The idea of slow living is all about choosing your pace of life. These days, especially younger people, get hung up in what's called hustle culture. And that is, oh, you got to have a side gig, you got to do this, you got to do that. Well, those of us who are trying to create a retirement from nothing can also get caught up in that kind of idea, where we feel like we have to be productive, we have to be making money, we have to be doing this, we've got to be all things to all people. But what we end up doing is burning out and not getting anything accomplished because we're trying to do so many things. We're just too scattered. No matter what stage of life you're in, whether you're still working, you've started to transition to retirement, or you're retired, is that you get to choose your pace of life. And one of the best things you can do is slow down and step back. Truthfully, as human beings, we tend to think that the more we do, the more we get done. And that's not true. When we get too scattered, we become very unproductive. We're not able to focus or concentrate. So the idea that we get more done because we're doing something all the time just isn't true. It's a complete fallacy. The truth is, when we slow down and we step back and we give ourselves time to think and choose what we focus on, we're much better. We're more productive. We're happier. We have less anxiety. And you all know what I'm talking about when I say that by doing more, we tend to be very stressed. We all have those times when we feel like our life is running us. We're not running it. We've got to be places, we've got to do things, and it's like we have no control. That is what creates stress. That feeling of being out of control. Like you can't choose your life, and you're doing things you don't want to do for people who don't care if you even do them. That causes that anxiety. I'm going to talk about 3 ways you can reduce stress in your life by embracing slow living. Now, the first step that you can make toward slow living is, number 1, understand what I mean when I say do more by doing less. The pace at which you live, that hurry, 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 a lot of that is self-induced. We put appointments too close together. We schedule too many things during a week. We don't group things. We don't think about things that could be all done at once. We are just go, 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 instead of really thinking about, okay, let's be efficient. And how many of these things do I really need to do? It is really easy for people, well, people like me, and you too probably, when someone asks if you can do something, for you to say yes. It's okay to say no. We can say no. And by saying no, and by getting away from having so many things on your schedule, you are choosing a slower pace. If you do have a number of things on your schedule, put more time in between them. Oftentimes, we schedule things right on top of one another, not giving ourselves any time in between for traffic to get from one place to another, for anything that runs over, and then we end up being late the whole rest of the day to everything. And you know how that feels. It's a constant stress of, oh, I'm late, oh, I'm late, oh, I'm late. That's self-induced. Schedule more time in between. Give yourself some breathing room. And eliminate things you don't need to do. How many meetings have you sat at, whether for an organization or for work, where you've thought, this could have been an email? Start questioning those things. We're so used to attending meetings in our life, we don't realize we can actually Just get an email. Just say, you know, send me an email about what the meeting was about. I can't be there. It wasn't even that important to begin with. So start choosing what you do and where you are, and give yourself more time. You can be much more effective by doing much less. And number 2 kind of follows that same idea. Uncommit your life. How many things are you currently doing? Organizations you're involved in, things you just do on a regular basis that you haven't thought about, that you really don't need to do anymore or don't even want to do anymore. You know, do you have a standing dinner at a particular house every Sunday? You know, skip it once a month. You know, only go every 2 weeks. You can do those things. Uncommit your life. There are so many things that we do habitually that aren't effective or aren't even things we want to do anymore. Maybe you're on a committee for something and you don't want to be on that committee anymore. Get off of it. You know, uncommit your life. Uncommit. It is so easy for us to fill up all the time in our day. And even when we choose to uncommit our life and stop doing certain things that we habitually do, inevitably other things can creep back in. So part of uncommitting your life is protecting your time. You want to build in time that you just sit on the deck and enjoy the quiet. That you just do what you want to do in your own home without anyone else's judgment. You want to have scheduled time in your day that is yours. That is one of the best ways to uncommit your life. Schedule time that is yours. And number 3, refill your energy well. We all have those things that make us feel good, that relax us. Schedule time to actually do those things. Cut out those things that are stressful. And schedule time to watch that movie you've seen 20 times. To go take a walk in the park where it's just quiet and you just hear the birds. To turn off everything digital in your home, your phone, your television, everything, and just have some quiet. Maybe it's about going and seeing a friend and really connecting and laughing. Maybe just having coffee. You know, it's amazing how those little things can mean so much to us, but how often do you say, oh, you know, we should get together, and then you don't? You've missed an opportunity to refill that energy well. So take some time today, refill your well, protect your time, and get more done by doing less. That is the ultimate in slow living. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please click subscribe, and I'll see you next time.